In this video today, I'm going to talk to you about cholesterol myths and clear them up for you so that you have the straight scoop. But before we get started, I want to introduce myself to you in case we haven't met. I'm Angela and I am a certified health coach and also a registered nurse. I work with women over 40 to help them to get their health back. A lot of times whenever we're over 40, our health starts to change and maybe our cholesterol goes up, maybe it becomes really hard to lose weight, we have our blood sugar out of control. Those things can be reversed. And so I help women to change their life and to figure out what's going on so they can get a handle on that and improve their health and live optimally for the rest of their life. Our first myth is that high cholesterol means heart disease. You will die of heart disease, you will have heart disease. That is a myth. I know, it's surprising because we have all believed, and it just seems intuitive even, that if your cholesterol is high, of course, your arteries are gonna clog up and then you'll have a heart attack. Like, yeah. Well, no, not so much. As a matter of fact, there have been studies that show that even if you have high cholesterol, you aren't any more likely to have heart disease or die as someone who has optimal, low, great, beautiful numbers of cholesterol. So that is myth number one. Number two myth is that our cholesterol number, the number of cholesterol that we have, is what is important. That is a myth. So what we really need to look for, and what virtually no doctor and certainly no conventional doctor is testing for, is the particle size. So whenever you have the small, dense, stickier, we'll say, cholesterol, they're more likely to form a plaque, and a larger one is just not going to. It's going to just kind of roll through and not form the plaque. Cholesterol myth number two is that you have to worry about the particle number, cholesterol number, and it's actually the particle size of the cholesterol that you need to be aware of, that you need to test for. Cholesterol myth number three is that it's the cholesterol that causes the hardening or the thickening of the arteries. And that is a myth. That isn't what it is. You can have high cholesterol and not have any plaque in the arteries at all if you have no inflammation. So it's inflammation in the arteries, which, by the way, is often caused by sugar. Having high blood sugar causes inflammation, among other things, which we're not going to get into today. We're going to make this short and sweet and just cover the myths. But if you keep your inflammation low, high cholesterol is not a problem. And cholesterol myth number four is that all saturated fat is bad. Cholesterol isn't what causes heart disease, it's the inflammation. And there are some fats that cause inflammation. Fried foods, I'm sorry, I know that's disappointing because we all love French fries and chips and chicken, fried chicken, those kind of foods, but they do cause inflammation, those kind of fats. Also, even canola oil is a bad fat. It is not a healthy fat, even though it isn't saturated. There are other problems with it that I'm not going to get into in this video, but saturated fats like coconut oil, even though it may affect your cholesterol, maybe it will even raise your cholesterol, it isn't going to cause the kind of problems that cause heart disease, like inflammation. So we have to watch. I don't necessarily recommend that you have just tablespoons of coconut oil, and especially if you're not doing all the other things to improve your inflammation, like eating lots of whole healthy vegetables and lowering your sugar and refined carbohydrate intake and not taking in a bunch of fried foods. So that is myth number 4. All saturated fat is bad. Saturated fat is bad for you. That isn't true. And cholesterol myth number 5 is that our cholesterol that we eat is what affects our cholesterol number. So if we have high cholesterol, that means we're eating too much cholesterol. That is a myth. No. So our body makes more of the cholesterol that we see in our blood than what we're eating. Our dietary cholesterol is not an indication. Again, it goes back to if you're eating fried foods, if you're eating junky foods, if you're eating a lot of sugar, those are going to cause you to make more cholesterol. It's going to make your cholesterol number high, but it isn't going to be because you ate a lot of cholesterol. It is because your body is making it. So if you found this video helpful, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel so I can continue to support you and help you so you can really be aware and empowered to work with your doctor, healthcare provider to get the best health, to really prevent disease and live optimally for the rest of your life. So until next time, bye for now.